Okay, here's the more adult way to make a snowflake, just in case the adults want to make some. The last way that I showed you was definitely more for children because it's easier to cut, there's less folds. So, here we go. And this way also makes a different number of points on the snowflake. The way that I showed you before is an 8-pointed snowflake. This one is a 6-pointed. Apparently when snowflakes really are, I guess they're really 6 points. I don't know what I'm trying to say. They're really 6 points, not 8 points. But I do that other way for the kids because it's a lot easier for them. But now that my child is asleep, I can show you this way. Here's the difference. Instead of folding and folding like we did before, you fold it just the one time and you have the center here. And then you want to cross these over. Let me make sure you can see this. But when these go over, this can be hard. Right here where they connect, you want it to go right over that center line, okay? So this is kind of the hard part. So they kind of have to go over there, but you still want them to come to a point at the top. So I sometimes have trouble with this. But there. So it's going to look more like that, instead of that other way. Okay, and then you fold this over side to side like this. Okay, so it actually looks like this instead of looking the way that I had the other ones. Now the other ones also, they formed a square, where this square piece of paper actually ends up forming a circle when you fold it this way. So you actually get more of the circular type of snowflakes with this way. And then you just cut right along here. So you can cut, you can cut like this, or you can cut out like this. You can cut it however you want. Let me grab something. Let me show you. See this snowflake? This is the way that I'm showing you now. You see how it's a lot more detailed? It's hard for the kids to make them like this. But this one, I actually cut the outside like from here to here this way. Okay, let me show you. I'm going to do it the other way. Actually, why don't I go like this? And even go completely different, something you haven't seen yet. So that's going to be completely different. Now with this, instead of cutting side to side and then down the middle like we did with the other snowflakes, this one you literally can just cut all over the place, but it's a lot thicker because the number of folds, so it's harder for the kids. But this is just another way you can do it. So you literally can just cut. You can cut just a lot. You can cut all different directions. They're harder to pull out too. You can still do the fun little hearts if you want to do the fun little hearts. It's just a different way of doing it. To each his own, really, when it comes to these things. But with these, you can really absolutely just make a ton of cuts, and they can get really, really detailed, like that one that I showed you. And you can just have a heyday with this. And they end up looking I don't know, I guess you can say like professional snowflake if there was such a thing. Sorry. And like with the other, you can choose to cut the bottom off or not. You know, that's up to you. Okay. Jeez, these things can be hard to pull out on this one. Okay, so here you go. Let me show you this one. I wanted this video to be fast. I didn't want to have a super long 20-minute instructional video for children on this one. But I wanted adults to be able to make them and make them a lot prettier. See? Totally different way of making them. And they look really nice. So that's that one. Here's the one that I made earlier. This one had a lot more cuts. So yeah, go for it. Have fun making snowflakes.